Hello everybody, and welcome back to Raven's Third Eye Tarot. I am your clairvoyant medium, Raven, here to give you guidance and clarity along your journey. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me and trusting me with your energy. So I ended up making a short answering if your person will reach out to you or not. Now, I did a one card pull, so of course, all the possibilities are going to be seen by me in that one card. And I was like, really should have split that up into groups so that the viewer could have a more specific answer, a more direct answer for themselves and to eliminate any confusion. So I decided to do a full video to split it up into groups and to see, is your person going to reach out to you? So that is what we are here to find out today. I hope everybody is feeling and doing well. I hope you have a drink or a nice snack. I have my cold brew and I'm ready to go. So let's slide on through to the pick a group. Hello everybody, and welcome to the pick a card portion of your reading. So today we are going to be choosing from these Message of Love Oracle deck to find out if your person is going to reach out to you. We're going to start with group 1. Messages for group 1. Overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. I want to say as well, when I was first recording and then it got wiped out, I did hear the word tie-dye, so that may be specific for somebody here as well. What does group 2 need to hear today? Tune me into group 2's energy, spirit. Tune me into group 2's energy, spirit. What does group 2 need to hear today? Okay. I feel like somebody doesn't want to hear this, but I also heard all is not lost. So if that resonates, receive. But you have irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Group 2. I hope this is in focus as well. I'm sorry if it's not. Tune me into group 3's energy, please, spirit. Well, we're not doing that. Tune me into group 3's energy, please, spirit. Man, okay, I just keep hearing like bouncing. Like, I don't know if you're bouncing to multiple things, multiple people, just hyper, like bouncing around. Like, you must be doing a lot right now. Group 3's energy, please, spirit. Like Tigger. Group 3's energy, please, spirit. What does group 3 need to hear today? What does group 3 need to hear today, spirit? Secrets. Oh, I haven't told you everything. Group 3. Please use your intuition when choosing your groups. Whichever group you feel called to the most, that is the group that is going to have the messages meant for you today. Once you have picked your group, you can click the description box below, click the timestamp to your group, and that will fast track you right to your reading. Hello, group 1. If you chose overwhelmed, you are group 1, and this is your reading. I hope everybody is, I almost just said everybody's feeling groovy today. Shit, I hope you are. I hope you're feeling groovy. I hope you're chill, ready to relax and get into this reading. So today, we are here to find out if your person is going to reach out to you. I always like going over your oracle card. This helps me get a baseline of the energies and any channel messages that Spirit wants you to hear today. And then we are going to see the current energies of your person, if they are going to reach out to you, and then what they would say if they would, or what they want to say once they do. So let's start with your oracle card. And I do get this sense of tension needing released, whether that be with you personally or just in this connection. I feel this like antsy energy. With overwhelmed, Spirit's trying to actually split that word up. Over and whelmed. Over meaning this is a connection you have already processed to a certain degree, but it's heavy. It's heavy. That could also speak on just, it could have been I just heard long distance relationship, or one that lasted for a long time, many years. I keep feeling so detached though. It's almost as if for some, you may not even be trying to think of this person, trying to think of this connection. You may be trying to distract yourself even. Like you're over it with overwhelmed. I just heard like it's out of my hands. I also did get a fleeting message that somebody had received information recently that they either weren't too happy about, or that really made them want to kind of put their guard up in a way, or it's your state towards this connection. You were really just trying to block it out. I don't feel like you want to know. Like, either you don't want to know about their ongoings and what's happening in their world, in their life, or you were trying to just block out this connection in general. When you think of them, it's stressful. So I'm really just feeling fuzzy channeling this. So I'm going to put it to the side and see what other messages Tara has to say for us. It has to bring out into the surface. So we are going to get the current energies of your person. Tune me into Group 1's person's energies, please. What's Group 1's person's current energies? Yeah, blocked off, shut off. So defensive. Ugh. It's towards the energy, like it's aggression. For some, I am picking up that your person has this defensive way about them that really guards them. You know, it's to protect them, but sometimes it can be in a defensive way and can harshly push others away and push out of their lives. Or if something doesn't agree with them, they can get really defensive. Whether they project this or not. Some, I feel like they could be vocal. You could probably see it in their face. I get that sense, especially in the workplace. Like if they're at a place where they have to keep face, I feel like you may see some like micro expressions of them or something, but towards this connection, their current energies are really blocked off. They don't want to give too much into the situation. This is kind of how they are in general with people, but currently right now, that's their energy. Blocked off, guarded, indecisive for some. Clarifying that is the 7 of Wands. Protective, sometimes to their detriment though. They are probably purging meaningless connections as well. Like if a connection isn't going to benefit them, and it's not necessarily in a selfish way, but it's in a way that like you need to have meaning in my future. Like if you're here now, it's because you have meaning in my life that I want to take with me. So their current energy is to heal a lot of things, to focus on the future, focus on action forward, movement forward, the things that they have to look forward to, and potentially new connections. They're in this space of gaining clarity as well, possibly about their traumas. For some, because this is such a focal point in this person's reading, how they protect themselves. Them protecting themselves, guarding themselves. I feel like something may have sparked that within them. And again, this could be within your connection. That something came up, it triggered a trauma, it triggered a wound of theirs. And they're trying to get clarity on that emotionally. They don't want blockages. They don't want to have these blockages, and it's like harsh realities. They don't necessarily want to face any harsh reality. They don't want to make their reality any harder than it needs to be, because I feel like their wounds and things, especially in the past, and I just heard like it kept them in a bubble. It made them overly protective. With this Seven of Cups reversed, they're trying to gain clarity. They're trying to gain a little more understanding about their traumas and their wounds that they have in this connection, that this connection may have triggered for them or brought up for them. They could come off as somebody really confident, somebody really giving, or they're real quick to give, or they're real quick to show you that they are giving. They don't want to necessarily be selfless. I meant selfish. So that may resonate for some specifically. They were trying to show you that they don't want to be selfless, or that they can't be selfless. Especially with this Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like there's more to the story. There's more that they're not showing you. There's more that they're not telling you. They really want to show you their best side, okay? Maybe to always show you a smile. That is also their focus, though, is the things that make them happy, the things that make them feel abundant and full and prosperous. Because they're gaining wisdom currently through these acts, through the acts of giving. I just heard giving and receiving. Through the things that they have gained, whether that be knowledge, material wealth, success in some way, shape, or form. But there's things that you don't see, even of that aspect of their life. They may be very private when it comes to these things and their accomplishments. And I just heard their seeds, the things that they are currently planting for themselves, harvesting for themselves. They may not be very vocal, which, of course, in your connection, if you're wondering if they're going to reach out to you, this Ace of Swords, I just heard they're not. Again, I feel like there's more to the story here. They are coming out of this space of inaction, because with this movement, that's where they're gaining peace, clarity again as well. They're definitely trying to be seen more for who they are. Some people may actually be celebrating this of them. They may have come out in some new way or come out again. It's like with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Wands here. I see that they may have come out of whatever MIA state they were in and being a little show-offy or showing an achievement, displaying some achievements of theirs. People don't, and it confuses people, okay? They don't understand where this is coming from. They may not really understand this person, or this person may be spontaneous and move in the dark, move in the shadows, make moves that, again, people don't really see. These are behind the scenes. These are low-key actions of theirs. For some, they are really just trying to do what's needed to achieve. And a lot of these things they don't want you to know about. They may be doing something they don't actually want you to know about, but they are being recognized for this. Sneaky achievements. Let me see. Yeah. The Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands came out to clarify this Seven of Swords. So they receive a lot of love, whatever space or community sorry, I'm channeling. When I channel, I will stutter, mumble, or jumble up my words. So if I do, that's what's happening. But they're close connections. They're closer knit communities. And I just heard some may be sealed off. This may be a secret club or secret community or a special club of theirs or group of people. And I just heard they admire them. They really admire them. And they are helping them succeed. They are recognizing them, and it helps them create and gain success. But a part of that, they're not wanting you to see, or they haven't told you fully about it. There's something they haven't told you about regarding this community where they receive a lot of love, admiration. I just heard there's a lot of liquids. So take that as it resonates. But they could be really fluid. They could be really open. They could be expressive. They can be themselves. Okay? They can be their authentic self within this. It's like they're achieving these milestones behind closed doors. And then all of a sudden they come out with either a new product or with something a new item, whether it's clothing or materials, a job. I just heard job hunt. Somebody may be looking for a new job. But they aren't wanting their triggers and the things that they have been healing from to stop them from even recognizing themselves and placing themselves kind of on a pedestal right now. I feel like they really had to balance these light and dark aspects of themselves or the situation, this connection. There may have not been an equal give and take, and that as well could have caused confusion within your connection. I just heard some may have been misled or misleading, if that doesn't resonate. But they were submerged in this. I just saw 4 twos. But they were submerged in this this confusion. It caused fear. It caused anxiety. I feel a lot of anxiety. I just got a headache. Like, it was too much. I feel like they had to pull back communication. Maybe it was causing more problems than necessary, more confusion than necessary. Or if you were wanting to talk about more than they were willing to give, like they don't want to. For some, they didn't want to. For others, it's just like, you're not going to understand me, and they may have been forceful because they're not feeling heard. They're not feeling understood. Again, like it could have been to their detriment that they were so protected and guarded that they projected. But now I'm going to see if they will reach out. So I'm actually going to leave those cards there, and I'm going to use the Energy Tarot by Brianna Martin. Beautiful deck of black excellence. Love it. Group 1's person, reach out, Spirit. No, they're withholding. I just heard withholding communication, withholding any emotions that they may have had towards you. Again, some may be searching for a new job. I just heard they're needing to gain clarity in the realms of work or their stability, where they're going to next. That may be like them needing a new home, and they have been looking that up online, I see, for some. But they're taking progressive actions towards these things. That is their main focus right now. How can I make sure my material standing is solid? I'm getting the sense that they are abundant within their material wealth, or they are a very successful person, but they want more, or they need more. They're looking for more, whether it's another job, another home. I just heard a peace offering as well. As if like once somebody would move and get settled or something, then they may come back with a peace offering. But let me dive into these other cards here. One person may have been a little more focused than the other within the connection, or one was a little too worried about their own emotions, while the other may have been kind of like zoning out, kind of slowly withdrawing from the connection, or not able to only focus on this connection. And so it made the other person like hyper focus. There may have been an imbalance within your sexual connection, your intimacy. One may be more giving than the other, or that's how they were pulling back intimately. They may have stopped being as intimate with you as they were. Especially with the King of Cups in reverse, they were keeping a lot repressed, a lot to themselves. They pulled it, I feel like they just pulled it all back. And again, this may have been just to protect themselves in their mind. I felt so cold, like it all drained from me. You may have even felt this of them, or may have felt it coming. I feel like they were dissatisfied. They're like, I know my worth. Why aren't you seeing it? I know my worth, but sorry, the camera shut off. I don't even know where I was. Oh man, they were repressing a lot of emotion for you. They were withdrawing. You may have even felt this, or you felt it coming. And I also see here too, you have the 7 of Swords in reverse, clarifying the 7 of Swords upright. There may have been spiteful action or spiteful words that were taken, or that was them putting their foot down and saying enough is enough. Information could have came to light, and that's what ended the connection of communication. They were saying, I don't even need any more information. I don't need any information. I know what I need to do now. I know what I need to do now. And here they're saying, I need to stand on my own 2 feet. I need to do what's right for me. They could have been able to build a little more because of you, like up their material standings in some way because of you. Or for others, it's almost as if, like, I don't know if I want to say that. For some, I get the energy like somebody wanted some clout or something. Or somebody may have been like arm candy to the other person and they could have felt used in that way. Or that was like an actual intention for somebody in this connection to use the other as kind of a little arm candy. I don't know if it's necessarily in a malicious way, but it's kind of just like, well, it's a bonus in their eyes. I get the sense that they were done with any trickery, with any masking. I just heard as well, there's an apology that is owed, but I feel with the Magician here, they have everything in their realm of control, I just heard, and they may not want to extend that to you. They feel they've learned everything they need to learn. They've gotten everything from this connection that needed to be gained from this connection. And they are going to use everything that they have in their disposal and at their own devices. I feel like some would show off. If you would see them in passing, for some, they low-key want you to see what they have built for themselves, or for you to see how much value is actually within them, how much they actually really do have to offer. And they are standing firm in this. There may have been a third-party situation or interference as well, or work may have gotten in the way for some. I just got a message too for somebody, they had like flirting at work, or there was flirting at work regarding this connection. I just gotta be honest. For some, it's like somebody in this connection, this could resonate with you or your person, but somebody in this connection is like, listen, you missed out. I'm a freaking catch, and you're not going to be better without me. I'm going to continue to manifest my reality the way I want, the way I see it. I'm going to continue being prosperous. Look at this. I just heard golden child. And if you can see here, these two people are looking up to them as if they're misfortunate and this person is abundant. They are, I just heard pagans. They are the beggars. Oh, wow, that's an image. So I also got, it's as if like, I don't like that. This is offensive. But this is what's a picture that Spirit was showing me. As if this magician here, whether that be you or them, is on top of the boat and these are the slaves down at the bottom. There's a status difference here. For some, this is a controlling thing. That's how they want you to feel, as if you are beneath them, as if you were lower than them. That could have been the freaking harsh words that they had towards you. They were really trying to knock you down a peg because they know your worth. Okay? They know your worth and what you actually have to offer. And it doesn't even take you much. It's like that is just who you are. You have so much to offer in just you being you. And I feel like that's why that message came through. They were trying to push and project some SH onto you. And for others, that's just to say that even if they seem to leave with less, they're not going to let them stop them. They have the talents, they have the skills to progress and start again, especially with the magician. It's the number one. That's of new beginnings, representative of a drive, the will to succeed and make whatever of their reality that they need to continue being successful, abundant, achieving, to feel worthy. But in the end, I get the sense that they weren't able to progress with you anymore. There was just nothing left to try to do. I don't feel, especially because any swords cards that I do see, they're in reverse. I don't feel like this person is actively, definitely not actively, trying to seek you, trying to see you, trying to reach out to you. I don't feel like they're going to. I feel like if they would, there may be an argument. They're concerned. There's going to be an argument if they reach out to you. That's not what they want. Because justice is in reverse here
clarifying the Two of Cups in reverse, which speaks on your separation. And there wasn't justice in this connection. In the end, your separation, there were still things that you both probably still wanted to say to one another, but there's no seeing eye to eye with this Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's no way that you could collaborate in such a way with each other that it was going to give you the clarity that you need. So that in itself was the clarity that they needed, or that you needed, to realize there's nothing more to be done here. Or you just had to give up. Like, I can't do this anymore. I have to throw in the towel. It's taking too much of me. For others, you may actually belittle yourself in some way. I do get the sense that someone here or in your connection may belittle yourself or put yourself beneath the other person, as if they have more to offer than you, or they have more potential than you. That may have been a trigger. I feel that in itself was a trigger that could have caused some issues within your connection. Now I'm going to see what they would want to tell you if they would reach out to you. I feel like, and I just heard I might oblige. Like, if you would reach out to them, they may then agree to that connection, but I really heavily get the sense that it probably wouldn't turn out good. Like, I don't know if this would turn out very well. Again, with the arguments that's coming through. Somebody may have to argue. Somebody may want to argue. And I don't know if you would get any actual positive resolution from the situation if you would speak to this person again. I don't feel like it would meet, it may not meet your desires. Spirit Cups, you may have shared a community together, or I feel like somebody was teaching something, or somebody might have been doing some type of action or something that the other person wanted to learn about, wanted to know more about. There was potential within this connection. You could have had real playful banter with this person, or they really enjoyed your playful banter, your playful nature. It did take some time to really get to know this person, or you invested a lot of time within this person as well again. You or your person may have been guarded in general in this connection. So it may have taken you or them a little longer to actually get to know you, to really get in there. It's like to crack you open. You rather be a little lighthearted. You rather kind of skim the surface of things. Or they only let you skin deep, okay? They were only letting you in so far. They really had themselves protected and blocked off in some way. Maybe until they could trust you. I feel like for some, they may have felt like they couldn't trust you, or you couldn't trust them. But what they would want to say to you, I tried. I tried to be somebody that you could resemble. That may resonate specifically for somebody. I tried to be somebody that was more interesting to you. I feel like I could have just lost your attention so easily, or that you get distracted so easily that in some ways, though I felt a part of your circle, I was still growing to know you, to learn you. We may have had different plans for our future, and that may have made me pull away from you. I also just heard, I can only take so much and I can only be so much. So that may resonate as well for somebody. I really enjoyed the things we got to create together. We shared these interests, these ideas. I wanted to take you with me, and I wanted to go where you were going. But I feel there's a separation. Some of the plans that we had went nowhere. I was just stuck waiting. I was stuck waiting to see you, waiting to talk to you about these issues, about these plans that we had. I felt misjudged. You may have come on a little strong with the flirtation. Maybe I didn't know how to actually take you in that way then. That made me feel protective. The fact that you were a little too open, you were a little too friendly, that made me feel protective. Take all these messages as they resonate, because many different messages are coming through here. You were so giving, affectionate, touchy, physically lovey, and yet I may have felt cold at times to you. I may have come off as cold. I feel like I had to block myself off from a lot of different energies, and for some, from a lot of different expectations. But always, I was trying to do what I felt was right within my soul, and that is how I'm guided. And I needed to stay true to that. You were somebody special, somebody whimsical for some. You made me smile. You're so goofy. You're so freaking goofy. Oh, you're such a goof. But at times I couldn't take you too seriously. At times that's what clashed. We were more tied romantically. There were more efforts within our romantic life, our romantic interests. That's almost what the foundation seemed to be then. Was sexual, was about physical admiration. You may have been planting seeds in that way. For some, they feel like you were planting those romantic seeds in other people, that it wasn't just with them. Others, they are saying that was kind of the foundation you were building from, your intimacy up. And they felt that's not the direction we probably should have gone, because then there was this unease of trust because of that. I had to make a decision to move on for the happiness of all, for the betterment of all. This needed to happen. That could resonate with you or them. Setting in the space between you to create the harmony. There is more that I did want to explore with you romantically. And I do miss. For some, they said, I miss your touch. For others, they miss the way that you just looked at them with like a gleam in your freaking eye. You could make them feel so special. They wanted to nurture that. They really wanted to nurture that. I feel an ache in my heart. Like you made them feel so special at times. They were trying to really be patient. I was trying to be patient with you. I was trying to do what was needed of me and us in this connection. Some of my priorities may have also taken up some of my attention that needed to be placed onto you, or you felt that you weren't receiving enough from me, but you were patient. You may have felt that I took advantage of that. There was a deep pull towards you. A part of me misses you, and I feel like I shouldn't. I don't even want to think about that because this decision had to be made. This could have gone either way. Especially since it's a general reading, I'm not going to place it on one person or the other. But for somebody in this connection, your person was entertaining other people. They were giving attention to other people. I also get the sense that if they were entertaining other people, those people admired them or enjoyed them, wanted to enjoy them sexually. I shouldn't laugh at that, I'm sorry. But wanted to enjoy them sexually, but I feel like they were just entertaining. They weren't giving themselves up, but they liked the attention. For some, they could be like a polygamist or somebody who likes an open relationship or who likes to have multiple partners at once that they are nurturing as well. With this Seven of Pentacles here is what I see. And the Knight of Cups clarifying it, giving multiple people attention, focus, energy to grow something beautiful then in their life for themselves. And if this resonates more with you, that made the other person feel very guarded, very protective, wondering if they could trust you and your intentions, your actions, in like the attention you even would give them. I feel like this is a multiple people situation, or that multiple people were being entertained in the connection, and that was an issue overall. For some, they were saying, I wanted to wait for you. The potential was there, the interest was there, but I felt like I was waiting forever for something to ground. And for some, they're saying, I left before you could leave me, because that's, in their minds, in their perspective, that's the trail of how this connection was going. And for others, they were saying that they had to leave because their own needs were not being met. I'm going to pull now one of these oracle cards to conclude your reading, to find out again clarification to make sure whether they are going to reach out to you or not. And this will also be advice for you moving forward. Will Group 1's person reach out to Group 1? Your card says, whatever I choose to believe becomes true for me. For some, I really get the energy that they may bounce around with a lot of different connections, or they will go to one connection, expect something, and then go to another one, expect something else to form. They want them. This could resonate with you or them, so take it as it resonates, please. But somebody in this connection I see is wanting the other person to mold and shape into their projections, into what they want them to be instead of who and what they are. For some, this could be a trigger. If the person in this connection, you or them, felt they were having expectations placed onto them to be molded and shaped into something to fit the picture, for a better picture for the other person, I feel like that was a blockage. You may have felt controlled then. And I just want to say too, if you want your freedom, you have it. Whatever you choose to believe will become true for you. I just heard you could have freedom of expansion. Spirit wants you to know you can have freedom of expansion. If you are still tethered to this connection, I just heard no longer wish to be a part of them, to be a part of their life in some way. They are saying you can have the freedom that you choose. I feel just such a still energy. The whole time I was doing your reading, I felt this still energy, this disconnect, this zoned out. It was really hard to channel your person. They may have really energetically shut you off, or they shut you down. Like, they don't want to tap into this connection. I don't feel like they're going to reach out to you. I feel like it would cause more problems than it would than it would bring solutions. I feel like there's nothing more to discuss with this person. And so if you would have wanted any more information, they're almost telling you, believe what you want to believe. That could resonate with you. You were telling them. If they had felt with you that you were being misleading with your actions and you were coming on genuine, you were being genuine, and they felt that you were misleading them in some way, and so they got very protective, and again, they could have got really defensive. That could be you saying, you believe what you want to believe and leaving the connection at that. That could have been like the end of your connection, your communication. That could have been your last discussion that you had as well. And I also get the message, Spirit wants you to know that there's going to be many connections that you, if you are at all focused on this connection, I do get the sense that you're not supposed to if you are not in contact with them. They were gone for a reason, and I feel like there's going to be many different, or this is just speaking on your life, that you will have many impactful connections where some you will feel like parts of you are expanding, and it's beautiful. Like, that connection could have helped you get in contact with other people. These connections in your life, you're going to have a very meaningful connection that helps you get in tune with yourself, a very meaningful connection that helps you broaden your scope of awareness for some, others to like network and reach out to other people, and yet still that person who helped connect you is not supposed to be in your life. There's another message that there's a connection that keeps you trapped in this box, and as soon as you felt, oh, I could do this, or I could be myself, I could do this and that, and they may have like put up boundaries or told you no, or wanted you to act a different way, kind of put you in this box. And I see that, but it's an oblong, not oblong, but it's not a regular rectangle, okay? Or rectangle. Why do I keep saying that? But this is a hexagon, okay? And you're not a square, okay? You can't just fit into a box. Like, that's not gonna happen. And you're meant to grow, to learn from that connection then. The connections that make you feel stunted, that place you in a box because you are not that. And you are constantly changing and evolving in ways. And you need that open expression. And I feel like if that is this connection for you, that placed you in a box, that there's another connection that is actually going to help you become wiser, that is going to bring you to other horizons, make you feel more in tune with yourself. more connected to your higher purpose as well. That could be a connection that's coming for you or that is currently building in your life. But Spirit wants you to focus on that, your higher purpose, your connection to self. I don't feel like Spirit wants you to even be connected to this person. And I just heard it's a divine order. It is a divine order where you are going and how they placed you in this connection, how your connection evolved and unfolded. It's a divine order, so trust it. This is the affirmation you can take now with you. Whatever I choose to believe becomes true for me. And you are whatever you want to be. I want to say that as well. Don't let anybody try and place you in a box. You're a freaking hexagon. A box ain't going to work for you. But that is all I see in the cards for you today. I really hope that information was helpful in some way, gave you any guidance that you may have needed. I felt like I really could have gotten more from these channel messages, but I feel like this person's really blocked off. Like they don't, even with the Seven of Cups here, it's like I said all I needed to say. And the Queen of Swords came in reverse. They're going to keep going back to their own clarity and understandings of the situation. They don't feel like they need closure from you in this way then. And so I don't feel them reaching out to you. And again, the Queen of Swords speaks on somebody being really cold. So with the arguments, that's just a warning from Spirit. If you would reach out to them, it may just be an argument that you don't need, you probably don't want. Who wants to argue? And then it's just Spirit trying to protect you so that you can gain your own closure from your own wisdom and understanding and be able to move forward with your best interests in mind, with and towards the connections that understand you, that want the best for you, that want the most for you. I heard, like, again, keep your potential your focus. Keep your potential your focus. But that is all I see in the cards for you. I really hope this information gave you any guidance or clarity that you may have needed, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hello. If you chose Irreplaceable, you are group 2, and this is your reading. So today we are here to find out if your person is going to reach out to you. We are going to start with your oracle card to get some channel messages from Spirit and any current energies, whether it be from you or your person, whatever Spirit deems necessary to come through. And then we are going to see the current energies of your person and regarding this connection, if they are going to reach out to you and what they would say if or when they do. So we are going to start with your oracle card here, Irreplaceable. So immediately I see somebody, they're saying that the memories that they share with you, the intimate times you had, you may have danced with this person specifically. They really reminisce back to that dancing with you, the lighter times, the better times. And those memories of you is what pulls them. And I just heard it's like sorry, I'm channeling. When I channel, I will mumble, stutter, and jumble up my words. So if I do, that's what's happening. But what came through is that's what keeps drawing them back to you. So immediately, I just want to say that they're most likely going to be reaching out to you. I feel that heavily. I feel like that's an intention of theirs. They want to reach out to you. They want to be able to speak to you in a friendlier manner, in a lighter way. This card says, the way you love can never be matched. They haven't met anyone like you. You may be really free-spirited as well. If your person views you as the free-spirited one in this connection, they're saying, like, I want to be that person too. They really want... For some, it's like they want to be you. Like the things that you portray and represent, that's what they want of themselves. Or they thought that's what they were until they met you. There's things that they thought they were until they met you. Then they saw otherwise. Then I just heard they placed you on a pedestal, okay? You were their queen or their king. They really held you on a pedestal, even if they didn't necessarily treat you right, even if these precious moments were fleeting. They're saying that I don't want those to just be a memory. It's almost as if they want to continue memories with you. They want to know if they can make more memories with you. And I feel heavily, I get this sense like that hurts my heart. For some, that may hurt your heart to even hear that. You may be getting very upset to hear that. I'm channeling your frustration and your anger right now. Like, I'm pissed off. Let's get real. Like, this person could really trigger you. And you may not want anything to do with them. But I am just the messenger. Please don't shoot me. And I do feel for you. Because a lot of these, in some of these memories as well, some of the memories alone could trigger you. That's the sense I'm getting. That you can now just look back to those things that this other person cherishes, and it's like they tainted those memories for you. So take those messages as they resonate, please. But I do want to get into tarot now to see what your person's current energies are. What group 2's person's energies towards this connection? Look. Listen, they're hopeful. I'm telling you, they're trying to manifest you, manifest a new opportunity, especially with this 4 of Cups. It's like a stalemate. They're bored. They're apathetic in life. They may like to romanticize you, romanticize this connection. They feel like they did miss out on just so much with you, whether that be your potential or what they could have had with you. If there was a decision made here for you to split or they went in a whole other separate way, that actually wasn't what they wanted. They didn't get what they wanted out of the situation. And I just heard they're wanting a renewal of the connection. Yeah. Okay, so I just heard like look and don't touch. They may be spying on you in certain ways. They may be looking at your social medias. They may be sneaking around to get information. They may be asking people about you. But I really feel like they're looking at you in some way, not talking to you. They're taking in as much information as they can before they would approach you then. You were like a dream come true to this person. They may have not taken you seriously as well, I feel, because it's almost like I just heard unrealistic expectations, whether you had unrealistic expectations of them or that's what they had towards your connection. Or even projected onto you. For others, too, they could be wondering if they are going to be able to meet your expectations. You may be doing better than them financially, or that's how they see it anyway. And I also feel like they're going to have to do some brave moves to see you or to connect with you. They have to be brave. They have to be courageous. For some, they may feel like they have to... Ew, I hate that. For some, they may feel like they have to put on a mask that you can trust. That's not to say that they will come in and not be trustworthy, but I'm getting the sense if you don't trust this person, they are wanting to then show you can trust me. I know this of myself. I know I'm like a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's how they were in this connection. If that message resonates with you. The infinity symbol is coming through as well. Whether that be like you have matching tattoos, the infinity symbol is important to you. They may have been off and on with being so gentle with you, and then they could just be so harsh, damaging, triggering, moving from their wounds in a way that is just really destructive. And then they may have apologized a lot. If that resonates for you, then this person could have just really kept trying to apologize to you for the mistreatment, the way they acted or responded, or not even apologize, but use their actions in a way to be the apology. Then they would come back more gentle in some way or try and like crawl back to you, beg you in some cases. This person may also see that you are building something more stable financially for yourself. They could see you building, expanding, traveling, growing. For others, they're really just trying to know like your business. They really want to know your business. They want to know your financial standings, how you are financially. They want to know if you have moved, if you're moving, who you're around. For others, they're waiting on more confirmation from you. Like if you two had planned to meet, this may only resonate for some, but I do see here, if you had planned to meet, that was the end of like your discussion about those actions. And they are wondering, how much money is this going to be? Or when is this going to happen? Do I have to travel? How is the travel going to be? Are you going to travel to me? Maybe I'm not as financially stable as you or as you perceive me to be. They are concerned about that then, if this message resonates with you. Or they may really have to just be focusing then on themselves heavily, or their home life, their work-life balance. There may be a new trajectory within their work life, and they're really having to be mindful of that as well. They may have gotten a new home or may be trying to move into a new home, so there's more stability around them. And that's also causing a blockage then. But there was healing that that had to be done within this connection. I feel like time and time again, they may have been like in and out of your life. The energy and attention may have been inconsistent from this person with this person. You may have given them multiple chances. And I feel like if that resonates with you, it was freaking torture. They didn't even deserve it. You were so caring. If that resonates with you, you were such a good heart and you were so caring. And I really do hope you are mending that heart in all the ways that make you feel special, okay? That lift you up and put you on that pedestal that you freaking deserve. Because you may have given them chances that they did not deserve. For others, you're wondering how you can fit this person into your schedule. And they are just focused on their healing while this is going on. There's a need to find and have balance for the sake of your own individual healing, your own individual recovery, however that may resonate with you. There's a lack of commitment, a lacking of truth, a lacking of commitment. For some, your connection just needs a little more clarity on your expectations or what you actually want of this connection, especially if you're somebody who is planning to meet and you haven't yet. They want to know what your actual expectations are, what you may want of this connection. And in general, I feel that as well. They're wondering what you may actually want of this connection. They're scared to talk to you. If they are somebody who hurts you, they know this, they see that, they know that the pain that they freaking caused. They're acknowledging that they have caused this pain. They don't know the depths of it. For some, they may try to avoid that. Or they have trouble taking accountability and they're trying to like either just avoid that whole conversation, or they want to not erase the past, but let's acknowledge the past for what it was and let's just move on. They may want to skim the issue. But again, that's in their own bag, because their bag of emotion, because they may have trouble with accountability. They do want to speak to you. They do want open, honest communication with you. I just heard revealing secrets. They want to reveal secrets to you. And these as well may be damaging. And they're like, I already caused so much damage. How much more can I do? And for others, I just heard, how much more can I take? How much more of this can I take? I do get the sense of being so scared. This could be on both of your ends. You could be scared of them reaching out to you, or they could be scared to reach out to you. I definitely feel like they're scared. Oh, they're scared. They're scared. Especially if this is somebody who you would need to travel to, or they would need to travel to you to be able to see each other more clearly, or to have a better understanding of your connection. And again, I just heard clarity, to get clarity on your connection. They're kind of scared to take that step, to travel towards you, to go towards you, to meet up with you. And again, this is regarding either themselves financially or what they wonder your expectations you may have placed on them. They're worried that they're not going to live up to that. But I do see, again, with the Strength card, if they're planning to meet you, they're going to meet you, okay? They're going to balls up, may I say, and they're going to pick up the courage and the momentum that's needed once they have more clear direction, more clear instruction, then they are going to take that leap of faith, because this is something that they want. And that too still applies generally. They want to take a leap of faith towards you. They really want to muster the courage that it takes to reach out to you. And they're kind of waiting on like divine timing, but they are manifesting this at the same time. So now we are going to see if they're reaching out to you. What would they say? Because they're going to reach out to you. I'm going to be real. I feel like they keep a lot back from you, or you don't speak long enough to know this person in depth. They hold a lot back. Like there's more to be said in this connection. I just heard there's no seeing eye to eye. Oh, I'm getting triggered. Okay, so I feel like a frantic act is going on to try and get all these moving parts to be a little more cohesive so that they can come towards you. And once they do, I feel like it's going to happen fast. Changes are happening fast in their life, period. And so they're really having to do a lot. There's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes. For others, they don't even know where to start with you, but they know they want to start. They know that they feel like pressure to move forward, to get this moving forward. I just heard you may be being seen a lot. If you resonate with somebody who, especially with it being summer, as I'm filming this currently, if you resonate with somebody who is putting themselves out there a lot more, I feel like they see that. They see that of you, and that is making momentum build behind the scenes with this person. And they feel like if I don't move now, like I may lose my chance. Oh, I got chills. Oh, man. They're so nervous. But they have so many things to take care of first, though, before they would move towards you. Again, this could be with family, with work obligations as well. There's a definite clash of egos, and I heard a clash of attention as well. If somebody has an ego issue within your connection, they are feeling rushed, or somebody is moving from ego and feeling rushed. I feel like this may end up to their detriment, especially if you resonate with somebody who wants absolutely nothing to do with this freaking person. Then they're scared. Like, I just want to say they're scared of you. If that resonates, they are scared of you. They don't want to, Queen of Swords came out upright. They want to come correct. If that message resonates with you, they do want to make sure that they have everything they want to say planned and mapped out. And I feel like they do. It's almost like they're fine-tuning what they have to say to you. And I feel like, especially with the Eight of Wands, that they may be coming in soon. This is their energy presently. They are fine-tuning what they may want to say to you. They may have even written up messages and just erased them. And they're like, no, like that's not right. Maybe they're probably not going to respond to that. They may not respond well to that. And if that resonates with you, you are coming across as this person who takes no BS, who wants nothing less than they deserve. And you may chop their head off. That's how they see it. You're going to chop their freaking head off. Like, oh, so much energy behind this and sternness. We all have free will. Do exactly what you want and what you feel called to do, what you feel aligned with doing. If you are somebody who is going to accept their message, Spirit actually does want you to hear what they have to say. Whether that just be for your own closure. You don't even have to respond to this person. You could block them right after. You could leave them on red, okay? But for some reason, I'm just letting you know, Spirit is saying to hear them out. And again, this could just be for your own healing, for your own motion forward. Because I feel like you have been healing. I feel like this has been a while. Like it's taken a while for you to heal certain things. But at times I feel like you could be triggered. You could still be healing certain things you thought you had fully healed. And then if you would listen to what they have to say, this could actually help that part of you, this aspect that's still needing to be healed. That would bring out the balance that you need, the missing piece. Like there's something missing here. Again, like I said, there's more to be said. There's something missing here. And that missing piece may actually help your healing. But of course, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do what you feel called to do. I'm just the messenger. Group two's person. What would they want to say to group two? I failed you. I failed you. I didn't end up better off. And I just heard my ego may get in the way. My ego may get in the way. For others, they may feel like they have to borrow money from you, or they don't want to take money from you. They don't want to take more than they are able to give, and that is a concern of theirs. I just heard it's a focal point. If that message resonates with you, they don't want to use you, and they do want you to know that. They're saying, like, I don't want to be the beggar. Like, I want to be in a better standing. They may be struggling financially and not wanting to tell you. And then so they're worried. There's a fear then of moving this connection forward because of where they stand financially. And they don't want it all to weigh on you. I feel like you're a very giving person. You could be a very giving person, and they look up to you then, if this resonates with you, and they don't want to take advantage of you. And again, though, they don't want to abandon you if you had already made plans too. So they're kind of struggling right now. And I just heard struggling to make it fit, struggling to make it all right. And for others, it's almost like they dug their grave, and this is them digging themselves out of that grave and having to make something up, whether that be apologize for something, but they want to use their actions. They don't just want to use their words. They want to, and I just heard, see you in person. They want to meet you in person. They want to be able to, I just heard, like, see your face. They need that face to face because they want their actions to prove their worth, but they want their actions to prove how serious they are, that they will start from the bottom. If you just are starting from a friend level, then okay, I'll take that. Like, they will take scraps from you. Whatever you will give them, that's what they are going to accept of you to be able to move on. If that means that you could then bury what needs to be buried, forgive what needs to be forgiven, then that's what they want to do. But this is a harsh reality. And again, it's the information that I feel like they have to give to you. This is harsh. They feel like this is going to be really painful. This may just only hurt you again, or may upset you again, may open old wounds. I feel like just a scab just ripped open and bleeding all over again. And they know that. They don't want to be that for you. They don't want to be this person that is just reopening an old wound. But to be able to get this truth out to the surface, that's what would need to happen. To have you hear them out, I heard, and to hear this other information, this missing information. I feel like there's only so much to go off of right now. If you were in a romantic situation and you had separated, they really want to bring up these memories, these like fond memories with you. And they feel like you would be so triggered, and like that's not some SH you want to hear. Like, oh, but it's like, I want to be so open and so honest with you. I want to be close with you again. I want to be real with you. Even if you won't accept me fully, like, I just need this moment. If you were to talk to them and then you would block them out afterwards or something, they would accept that because at least they feel they got to speak their piece then. In general, they're saying this connection is cherished. For some, they're saying there's still so more to unearth between us. There is this mutual attraction, and yet there's a blockage. We're never actually able to go that deep. We're never able to go too deep with one another. But that's something I want to explore with you. But there is a separation. For some, they feel their obligations or their attention may have to go elsewhere right now, and that could be causing the blockage in meeting you. I just heard in getting to know you. If you are somebody who is owed an apology, again, they feel like they're going to get their head cut off. They're going to be sliced. They're going to get cut down a peg or two if they'd reach out to you. There's so much admiration, so much, they still have so much admiration for you. They still have feelings for you, feelings that they wish they could explore with you, feelings of connection that they do miss and they reminisce about. I think I said this before, you may have given too much to this person, and they want you to know, I recognize that and I understand that I don't even deserve you. I don't deserve what you have given me. You gave me so much. You could have made them feel like they were on a pedestal, like they were the king or the queen. And they were acting so beneath you. And yet you were still giving. Like I said, still giving these chances. For others, they're saying, like, you resemble each other. So if that message resonates with you, if you seem to resemble each other in some way, they're saying, like, I recognize you. You saw me and I saw you. We had something that we both were experiencing for the first time. I didn't even understand it sometimes. I was scared of how close we could be. I was scared of how close we could be, how close you were becoming, how close you were coming towards me. I was untrustworthy, is what they said. I was untrustworthy. They may have given their cup to another and it caused the three-party situation. Or they may have just neglected your emotions, your connection. They weren't feeding that same energy and emotion into it. They weren't fulfilling your needs. You were trying to fulfill theirs for some, and they just were not fulfilling yours. And they know this. They're trying to say, I recognize it. I want to honor that, and that's why I want to come back, because you deserve it. Because you deserve an apology. I just heard, like, you deserve a whole rewritten story. You may have not spoken to them in a very long time, or there is physical distance between you two, and that is causing the blockage, emotionally even. They need you in their physical vicinity to be able to actually bond deeper with you emotionally. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to now pull an oracle card for you to see advice moving forward and any channel messages that come through then with that. But if you are somebody who had planned to meet, they need more information and clarity from you, but they are working on themselves in the meantime. And if you are somebody who is owed an apology, they are coming towards you. Spirit wants you to know whether you want to hear them or not. You may have them blocked. For some, they're trying to find a way towards you because you have them blocked on some like social medias. And they're wondering then too, how do I reach out to you? I just heard by phone, somebody may be calling you or texting you. They may want like a more personal approach towards you then. And I got the message as well. If you have siblings, this person may be low-key talking to a sibling of yours or talking to somebody in a close circle of yours. Because they know that they could trust that person. That person's not actually going to like say anything about it. Whether they were trying to get advice from this sibling or somebody in your close circle to kind of test the waters, or they're talking to them. Your person is talking to somebody in your close circle to try and ease themselves back into your circle. That's how the energy of it. Advice for group 2 moving forward, please, Spirit. Advice for group 2 moving forward. I just heard come home. For some, they might want to move in with you. Or that was a part of your connection. Either they were living with you or like starting to or seeming to, and then they got like kicked out or something. Okay. I am at peace with my past. Yeah. So I definitely feel that on your end, most of you probably don't want a damn thing to do with this person. That's the energy. I've got my peace. I've had my peace. I've had my healing. I've had my peace. And again, if that message resonates with you, Spirit is just, I just heard Spirit is just implying that if you would open yourself up enough to receive their message, to receive what they have to say to you. Again, you do what you want, okay? You do what you feel connected to and what is going to keep you in your peace. Stay in your peace, no matter what, okay? And you always have your peace. This person cannot actually take anything away from you. And I just want to say that. No more can they take anything away from you because you are in control. You're in control of your past, present, and your future. It's all your perspective, and it's all whatever you are going to give energy into, whatever you're going to feed energy to, okay? But this person, especially if they were controlling or manipulative. They don't have power over you. You have the power, and they know that. So if they are coming back, they're going to come with their tail between their legs. They're going to come in the lesser. They're going to have you above them already, okay? They don't want to fight with you. They want to be honest with you. And I just heard they want recognition. Whether that just be recognition for their truth or who they actually are, the information that they actually have to give to you. For others, they're being patient and they're kind of biding their time. Again, if they are trying to kind of work out some behind the scenes things, their financial situation, they feel like they need more time. And that's something they want to tell you. I feel like I need more time, but I don't want to tell you that. I want to be able to meet you where you're trying to meet me. I want to be able to give what you are able to give me. I don't want there to be an imbalance, but right now I feel this imbalance. I'm worried and concerned about this imbalance. But advice for you moving forward is whatever information that you gather from this person, that you stand and keep your peace. You stand in your peace and you keep your peace. And if you have to say your piece, if you have to say how you feel, take some time. I feel like some of you may have to take a couple days or whatever to process the information that you receive. That's advice. Process the information you receive before you would reach out to this person, if you're going to reach out to this person. But you are welcomed if you are wanting to open up this opportunity, and you are worthy. If this is a connection that you no longer want to be tethered to tied to, Spirit wants you to know you are worthy. Stand in your worth and have peace within your past. So that is all I see in the cards for you today. I really hope that was helpful and useful for you and gave you a little more insight towards the situation and what may be coming for you. And I will see you in the next reading. Hello. If you chose Secrets, you are group 3, and this is your reading. So today we are here to find out if your person is going to reach out to you or not. We are going to start with your oracle card first to get some channel messages from Spirit before we get into your reading. And then we are going to see your person's current energies regarding your connection, if they're going to reach out to you, and what they are going to say if they would or when they do. So let's start with your oracle card first. So I kept getting this, like, either you're somebody who likes secrets, you like to share secrets, you like to gossip, or this is to say that this is a person who you want that intimacy and closeness with. You may want to, like, and I just see like a coffee date here. You may want to, like, be on a date and get to know this person a little more intimately, a little more closely. It's almost as if, like, to feel their breath on your skin, to, like, feel the warmth of them. Oh, I feel like there are secrets within this connection. I haven't told you everything. For some, your person is worried about the things, either the way they truly feel. They feel like if they would express that to you, that may upset you, so that is a secret of theirs. Regarding your closeness and how close they actually want to be with you or intimately be with you. Maybe they feel like there's a barrier here, or they may not want to be as intimate as they were leading on. For others, they may have told you something. I feel like a switch up. They could have told you a secret of theirs, something that they kept hidden, and it really changed the trajectory of your connection then. You may have felt like things were okay, things were going okay, or it wasn't as bad as it really ended up being. That's the message I'm picking up. Please take these messages as they resonate. And I'm sorry I keep looking in my viewfinder. I have a lot of different moving parts here, and I'm just making sure everything is on and working. Speaking of. But that is all I'm gathering then from your oracle card. So now we are going to see your person's energy regarding this connection. What is Group three's person's energy regarding this connection, towards this connection. Oh, they really did feel seen by you, though. Your person really felt seen by you. You may have been with them for a while, or they were able to actually grow things with you. You had a lot of potential in this connection. Okay, so I also got the message that there was probably a lot of flirting, but something just stopped. Either the flirting stopped, like there's a whole shift and change of energy, even in your communication. You may not even be talking to them as much now. There's a more serious manner now, either about this person, or within your connection, or within your communication style. You may be wondering if they found somebody else. Oh, I don't mean to laugh at that. Nervous laughing, I guess. This person could also be wondering who else you may be entertaining. Take that if it resonates. If you were never in a relationship with this person, they are wondering who else you're entertaining. You seem very friendly. You seem like somebody who, like, you could light anybody up. Your energy is electric. Again, I think I said during the picker group, bouncing around. Like, you may be very social. Or like you go up to somebody and you can make them laugh so easily, as if like you tickle them, you tickle their spirit. You tickle people's spirits. So that makes them wonder then who else you're entertaining. That may cause a blockage. They may not be themselves be being as open with you then because of that. They're staying in this more passive, observant role, I guess. Because they're saying truth will come to light. No matter what, they believe the truth will come to light. If that resonates with you, I don't feel like you know each other well enough. So they're trying to just stay in this space, but it is actually causing a blockage. That they're not actually being as open with you as they could be. Even about their emotions. I feel like they have more emotions than they lead on. Yeah, they may... Missed opportunity. They may be missing their opportunity. Or it may be really hard for you to get that opportunity with them. I just heard they're struggling. They may have really taken their attention elsewhere and away from you. In that case, you yourself could feel like this is a missed opportunity. Or that they're missing their chance with you. Or that they're going to. You could be in that energy, in that space where it's like if you're not going to be open and honest with me, then you are going to miss your chance with me. That isn't to say I don't still hold admiration for you, that I'm not still going to lift you up, praise you on your accomplishments, in the goals and things you are working towards. But then yourself, you may then put your own guard up in a way that may make you come off as more cold within the connection or more distant. Yeah, a lot of stagnation, a lot of waiting. Your person may be moving on impulse, on what they feel emotionally drawn and connected to. You yourself could be wondering if somebody caught their attention in that way, and that's what's causing this blockage with the Queen of Swords and them not actually being open and honest with you, that maybe they had started another connection elsewhere. And that's where they're feeding all their energy to, all their attention. And I just did hear, time will tell. You may have to have patience with this person. You may have to have patience with this connection. If you are no longer, I just heard like dealing with this person. If this person caused a lot of BS within your connection, they're saying, Spirit is saying everything is going as it needs to. That you need to then surrender to the unfolding. Leave it up to the universe to handle this. Figure out your own emotions then regarding this. Not even regarding this connection. If this message resonates with you, Spirit wants you to take your energy back, surrender this situation, surrender what relationship you did have with this person. If you were together and had separated, surrender and get in more tune with yourself and how you feel about yourself, because I feel like this could have damaged. Okay, so it came through as a channeled message. It could have damaged your ego, but it could have made you feel in some way less worthy. And if that resonates with you, Spirit wants you to focus your attention on yourself, on your emotional needs, on your intuition regarding this connection as well. How do you honestly feel in this connection? Especially if you have ego in this, take ego out. Eliminate the ego. Now, how do you feel? Spirit wants you to examine that about yourself and to surrender in that space then. Because that's where you're going to find your truth. That's going to be your honesty. That's your story, I want to say as well. You don't have to keep yourself trapped in the past of something that was. I feel like clarity had found you. Clarity already came to you in this connection. They may have moved on. They may be entertaining somebody else now, and that's all the clarity that you need, Spirit's saying. If that's the case, they aren't going to reach out to you. You would have to then extend yourself to them. They're causing the blockage then. They're taking away the chance for any other, I just heard motivation. For their own sake of priorities. They're causing the blockage then. So that they can focus on their priorities, get their priorities in straight, and what really truly needs their focus, energy, and attention. And that may not be you, and that's why Spirit is saying to surrender then and understand the truth of your situation and your connection by diving deeper into yourself, to knowing yourself more, to knowing your worth more, to get a clear understanding of this connection, to not project. Okay, so now I'm going to get some channel messages from your person to find out what they would say to you if they would reach out to you, or when they reach out to you, what they may want to say to you. This person may have shifted their focus to other priorities, other opportunities of work, employment, I heard, and that is actually averting their focus and energy and attention. If you had this like friendly connection with them, that's something they want you to know, because how they had to avert their focus from you, the new direction that they had to choose to take, this is them expanding. And they need to do this for themselves. And it's not in spite of you. And I just heard because of you. For some, this is also because of you, in the sense that you were a supporter to them, that you helped them see and grow in ways. But they are also still finding and discovering all these new and different ways that they can grow and expand. And that's the direction that they're headed. If you were in a connection with them, they have to place their energy and focus into somebody else, whether that be a new connection, whether that be their children, or investments, I heard for some. Whatever they had already put energy invested into, that needs to be their focus now. I know we were so close at one point. We could have looked like best friends leading into a more intimate connection. And then all of a sudden, everything just changed. And now it's like we're work partners. We have this connection that is more materially based now, rather than intimately, rather than emotionally. I feel like I left you with memories now of what we were, what we could have been. There is a miscommunication of understanding that maybe I didn't allow you as deeply as I could have, as closely as I could have. I may have rejected your offer. For some, they're saying they rejected an offer for a deeper connection, intimacy, could have been engagement for some. For others, they're saying, I let my work get the best of me. It takes me from a lot of connections. It takes my attention. It takes my focus. It takes a lot of my freaking energy. And that's something I just have to stay connected to. Reality. I need to stay connected to reality, not the fantasy. I need to stay connected to the reality, not what could be. That isn't to say for some that I don't want to connect with you, stand out with you, I just heard. That isn't to say that I don't still cherish the softer parts of you that you have shown me. Those parts of you are cherished. Those memories, those are cherished. I have a flutter in my ear right now. Okay, this is a weird message. I just smelled stinky feet. Like somebody taking their shoes off and needing to wash their feet. I don't know why. I don't know why spirit does what it does to have these messages come through. Let me meditate on that. Why? Okay, so for some, the closer they got with you, the more they felt they should pull away, whether that be because they may have had I don't know if it's a romanticized version of you in the commitment. Some of their needs were just not being met. You may have, for some, you may have kept saying like, just meet me halfway, meet me halfway. Or you wanted them to meet you halfway. And that pushed them away. They may have felt pressured to operate within these certain guidelines, or it was just too much to try and make it work, to try and meet you halfway, to try and be an equal with you, equally balanced, to give and take, to give you what you needed and deserved for some, to perform in a certain way for others. And there is this connection with work that keeps coming through. Whether you share a connection in work, or they distracted themselves with work, or you distracted yourself with work then. Once there was this separation, miscommunication, or a lack of intimacy. I feel like their love language isn't what they had portrayed to you as well. Or that's to say that you were wanting more romantically from them than they can offer to you. They could feel like they can't offer that intimacy to you. That maybe that's not actually what their love language is. That's not actually how they feel. And so they had to then retract and pull back or totally just separate from you. They chose to separate from you and keep it more business casual. For some, they feel like they left you hanging. They feel like that responsibility does lie on their shoulders. They don't want responsibility to lie on your shoulders. They're saying it's not your responsibility. And especially anymore. They don't want you to feel like you're responsible anymore. Or if you are responsible for this person financially in some way, this is a burden on them. Or that could be just a burden on you to be financially providing for this person. But they don't want that to weigh on you, though. There is an imbalance, and I feel like they don't necessarily want to keep you in that space. There may be a stubbornness here, don't get me wrong. I feel like there is a kind of stubborn energy, or they may be just dependent, so dependent on you then, financially. You may have had to actually separate yourself. If work is a common place for you both, I do get the sense that you or them had to separate your social circle even. You may have to start developing a new social circle because of their absence, because of the imbalance. I feel like you're not receiving much from this person. You're not receiving what you need from this person emotionally, and I also heard financially for some. I feel like if you were in a relationship, oh, this was a struggle. First of all, if they had information to tell you it pained them, they're saying it pained me as much as it probably pained you. There was some truth that came to light that caused this separation. If you had this harsh truth come to light, that isn't to say that they want to be around anyone else. They are learning from this experience. They're trying to process this experience, to be wiser from it, to not make the same mistakes. They may be keeping themselves as well from you and your connection because they themselves are in this hermit space of new, I just heard like new enlightenment, woken up to this potential and information. This is something they need to have alone time for. Like they need to go off on their own and really explore this of themselves then. Like, what else is there to learn of myself then? I've been giving so much to so many different connections. So if you were in a friend space, this is for you then, message for you. I gave myself to so many different people. What am I actually giving to me? I need to learn from these connections, and I need to understand where I was placing too much. where I was giving too much. There comes a time in my life where I need to give back to myself. I need to give back to myself. And this is causing a separation and a blockage with you. And it's not that I want that to happen, but it's something that I know needs to happen for my own betterment. I feel like a lot of their connections are just really chaotic. They're draining. They're emotionally manipulative towards this person. And I just heard collateral. You may have been collateral then within this situation. Or you may feel like you're collateral within them pulling back and pulling away and having to hermit and hide away. And you may actually feel like that's them being sneaky or something. But if this message resonates with you, they're not trying to be sneaky with you. Or in this connection. I feel like they're a private person. That's also what I heard. They may be a private person. And solitude is where they find that wisdom then that they need to better navigate. They may be soul searching. And I just heard soul searching in others. They may have, for some, they may have been connected to other people and found parts of themselves in other people as well. And it may have caused a blockage then within you and your connection. For you and within your connection, excuse me. You may feel like you're being used financially for their betterment. Like they are just coming up on top of the situation and some. Like they are succeeding in so many ways, or they are taking a lot from you just to glam up, just to glow up. You may feel like they're more capable than they lead on. That's another message coming through. Or they could be separating or have separated from you or from a community to work on their own, to start their own business, using their talents and skills. You may be a part of that community that they are actually leaving, or they kind of left behind. They may be keeping the bare minimum or doing the bare minimum. It's the energy of like, I don't necessarily like working with these people, but this is what I have to do. Because this is going to help support the things that I want to do for myself. This is going to help elevate me. And for others, they actually took a financial blow. This is them just really trying to be resourceful now. Or you may feel like you only just used me for my money until you were good enough to just drop me. Please take what message resonates. There's many coming through. For others, this is to say, if your separation caused any financial strains, advice for you to start being resourceful, to not be dependent on other people, because you are more than capable, especially with this magician here, you're more than capable of sustaining yourself and not depending on those you used to depend on. For others, you may be worried if like people are talking about you. I'm getting the sense that maybe at work or in former social circles, you may be wondering if people are talking about you. You may be more focused on them than they are you then, though, if that message resonates with you. In either way, I want to say, regardless of what anybody else has to say about you or your connection, other people's opinions don't matter in this situation, okay? It doesn't even matter. Please just take words as words and don't try to absorb information that is not going to benefit you in the long run, that is not going to make you feel capable, that is not going to make you feel worthy in some way. Because you hold a lot of power in your hands. You hold a lot of power in your hands. Please don't use that to manipulate, though. I feel like I need to say that. Don't use your power to manipulate other people. If you may be somebody who finds yourself gossiping as well, please don't use that power. Please don't misuse your power. Because I feel like other people they'll probably turn away from you then. Then they will feel like some people may have seen a different side of you and they don't know if they can trust you then. So if that resonates with you, please just be mindful of that. Because then others aren't going to trust you then. They may seclude themselves from you. Or you may feel like people are taking sides. It could be just this like petty energy. Like we're separated now, so whose side are you going to take? Please remove any petty energy. Stand in your power. Any other messages for group 3, please? Any other messages from group 3's person? Will they reach out? So you have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you have potential. You have power. Again, the Knight of Wands is also representative of ego within your emotions. The message again then is coming through to not let your ego take hold. Don't be ego driven. For some, I see you may want to kind of like showboat or show off to get the other person's attention, to feel more seen or justified or recognized, potentially for what you have to offer. If you feel like this is like somebody's missing their opportunity, you may feel like you need to like do some last ditch effort to showboat, is the energy I'm getting. To then portray like you're okay, like you're fine, you're stable in yourself. For others, I feel like you're actually being led away from this connection. You too are being led away from this connection. And I do feel like if you were in like the friend zone with this person, you may feel drawn to other people. I feel like somebody may be getting your attention. Somebody else may be getting your attention. Or for some, you're like, do they even worry where my attention is going? You may want them to low-key be kind of like worried where you're putting your energy and focus then, to get a clear understanding of how they may feel then, because you know how you feel. You know where you stand in the connection. You have love for this person. You have a lot of care for this person. I feel like they can make you feel really passionate, even about your own goals and achievements, about your own skills and individualism and who you are as a person. They could probably make you feel real good. Like, but if they don't have your attention, your energy, your focus, then this imbalance comes in. Then you may give more than they are able to give you. And they're saying I'm getting this broad shoulders. Like I see broad shoulders, a lot of muscle, strong. But they are saying if that message resonates with you, if this was more on a friendship level, that you are strong, you are handsome, you are attractive, you are beautiful, you are worthy, okay? You are kind and compassionate, and they really appreciate and love and respect that of you. And they are saying as well, I bet any money somebody is going to get your attention, and you yourself are going to pull away from me. Or somebody did get your attention, and that is, you are pulling away then from them as well. It keeps coming through about intimacy here too. You may be wanting something more of them intimately. Emotionally, let me give them one more card. The Chariot reversed. For some, they weren't able to give you intimately what you craved, what you desired, what you know in yourself that you deserve. And they weren't able to give that to you. And that was the imbalance. And that caused I just heard a lot of friction in your connection. They may have been seeking elsewhere then, or you yourself may have been seeking elsewhere. But it feels like everything came to a halt, a standstill, a stalemate in some degree. If you were in a committed relationship with this person, and there was a separation, the only way that they are going to still remain in contact with you is within the realms of like the material world. If it's regarding money, if it's regarding like I just heard child support, if it's regarding support of some kind, financial support of some kind, or something materially. I feel like somebody may owe you. Or you just feel like somebody owes you money, or they owe you time, energy, or attention because you paid for something. That's another message coming through here. I feel like the only way to contact this person or to be in touch with this person, if you're wondering if this person's going to reach out, you may have to do the first move. You may have to reach out to this person. I feel a lack on their end. It's not that they wouldn't reach out to you first, But you'd have a better chance of talking to this person if you were the one reaching out to them. Otherwise, there may be complications within your communication. They may just really hermit and keep to themselves. They may really cause a lot of distance and separation while they work on themselves, while they are progressing in a skill of theirs. And again, if you resonate with the message of your person soul searching and trying to find themselves in some way, that's going to cause the blockage in communication. And then you would have to reach out to them first if you want to hear more from them or get more information from them. They are causing this blockage to themselves because they're only giving you so much. They only give you the information they want you to know. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes and a lot they don't tell you. For some, if they made plans with you, they may have to recheck their plans, and that's something they have trouble communicating with you. They're going to try to make it work. They want to, but I feel with the Chariot reverse that they may have to reschedule. They may have to readjust. I really do get the sense that they would have to put their needs and their focus above what you expect their needs and focus to be then for this connection to be balanced. And that's something they haven't communicated with you, and they would want to, especially with I haven't told you everything. That would then be the everything that they need to get out and tell you. But they want to align these energies. I just feel like this is going to take some time. They need to refocus right now. So now I'm going to get I'm going to get an oracle card to get any advice for you moving forward and any channel messages that need to then come through as well. Advice moving forward for group 3. What is the advice moving forward for group 3, Spirit? What is the advice moving forward for group 3? My ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. For some, there's a fear of rejection here, whether that be on your end or theirs. There is a fear of rejection, of complicating the situation more than it needs to be. It doesn't need to be this complicated. Please understand. Please be patient with me. For others, they're trying to say, I gave you all that I could of me. I know that wasn't enough. But you keep holding that against me. But that's who I am. You're trying to project and portray me as somebody I am not. And I don't want to hold on to that. They're chains. Those were chains on me. I had to refocus. I had to start focusing on my own needs. I feel like there was a distance. There may have been a fight, an argument. And you felt them pull away. They then were very obvious that they were pulling away, whether that be because of breakup or just in you wondering what is going on, what the F. And I feel like they just kept pulling back. And that may have then led you to feel really insecure and unworthy, I heard too. They needed to be more clear and honest with you. And I am sorry if you felt misused in some way in this connection, abused in ways in this connection, misled and led on in this connection. That's coming through as well. And I just heard that's not my goal. My goal isn't to use you. My goal isn't to misuse you or take advantage of you. I don't want to do that. And I don't want you to feel like that either. And I know that me begging even isn't going to change anything. Me begging for you to feel differently does absolutely nothing because my actions are still going to be exactly what they are. I'm still going to be exactly where I am, regardless of what I have to say to you. So take that, please, as it resonates for you in your specific situation. But their lack of has nothing to do with your abilities, your capabilities, what you have coming for you in your future. I see that somebody, you may have picked up working out more or jogging or lifting weights or it's really self-improvement in general. That needs to be your focus, your own self-improvement. Even if you are just being called to be patient in this connection, you can be patient and be passive and still progress. You still progress in yourself, still progress in your life. Focus on the things that have meaning to you. The connections that let you know and remind you, that help uplift you and make you smile. If this connection isn't uplifting you, if this connection isn't making you smile, put the least focus you need to into it then. Like if it needs to just be a material-based connection or communication, let it be that. And just go straight to the point. Don't add extra things into it or any petty energy, any extra information that may cause any arguments. And I just heard release. If you feel you need to pull back even financially, if that's within your realms of capability, if that's something that you might have been pondering, if that's what you need to do for yourself in your life, do what you need to do. Okay? Please, Spirit's saying, you're able to conquer your challenges. I just feel like just eliminate any ego and pettiness that may be within this connection. And please see things clearly then. Once you remove that ego, you're able to see clearly more. You're going to be able to see clearly more. I feel like there was projected wants or needs onto this person that maybe didn't align with who they really are. And that too, it's causing the blockage, and that also needs to be released. Maybe you need to relearn this person. Maybe you need to actually open up a discussion. I really feel that too. If you are still slightly like in communication with this person at all, you can have an open and honest discussion. You would learn so much. You would actually learn a lot. I feel like you would learn a lot more about their intentions. I just heard co-parents. You could probably co-parent a lot easier if you were open and honest and didn't add any extra stuff, just straight to the point. Okay? That's advice from Spirit. Be straight to the point. Be clear. But this is your takeaway message and your affirmation to go on. And to be honest and clear with yourself as well, I feel. Be honest and clear with yourself. I just heard with every interaction that you have, if it's just quick talking and passing, or if you're just talking and passing during your day, you're both busy, to not look too deeply into it, accept it for what it is. But if you need more information, then be honest about it, because then they will be clear with you. And so you don't have to wonder and be stressed or pressed in any type of way, shape, or form. But that is all I see in the cards for you. I really hope that guidance gave you any clarity or any information that you may be needing or have missed. And I hope you can move forward with your best interest in mind. And I will see you in the next reading.